No pressure.
All right.
Not that I know how to do any of this.
I think we're up.
You think? Okay. This is gonna be fun. Done. Oh yeah.
Okay. I think we're both good. Sorry about that. Weird caching issue. Welcome to Devcast Ops. It's lovely to see you all again. I can hear myself twice and it's driving me mad. Let's just sort that out and then I'll be able to intro properly. You left me alone by myself on Saturday and everything's now falling apart. I missed a week. Anyway, so tonight you're joined by Wale and me. James is off having fun elsewhere, so isn't joining us.
Wait, what was he exactly doing again?
He's enjoying some fresh white powder out in the mountains.
With his wife, so he's not alone.
I don't know if anyone does that, but anyway, yeah, he's having fun, and I would, if I was in his position, I'd probably be doing the same thing. So it's just me and Wale this evening, and we will be kind of picking up from where Wale and James left off last week, and doing more of the sort of PKI TLS stuff with Vault to try and get the padlock in there. Do you want to give us a quick recap of what was done last week, partly for my benefit and also for people who may not have watched?
All right, let me make it quick. Welcome. So we have generated overall, we managed to generate the cert for Vault, vaultdevcastle.com. So I think the next part now is to actually add them to the Vault config, so Vault can see it and then also install it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can then see the padlock.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
So I guess the parts we need to do, we need to enable TLS in the config or not disable TLS, because I think by default it's enabled. And we need to pass in the cert files to the right location with Ansible.
Right, because right now this is how we output. I mean, after we generate the cert, we just had a view from here. That's about it. And then in terms of our config file, this is how it currently looks. Disable TLS is true. So at this point, if we remove it, it will be automatically false, right?
Yes, so we can remove that, or we can explicitly set to false. But I just removed disable TLS, but we'll need to give it a couple more blocks, which is I think CA file and CA key.
Is it not going to be similar to console, right?
Yeah, it should be the same blocks. So I think it's you give it the CA, you give it the TLS cert, and the TLS key are the three bits that you need.
The actual path stuff, right? Because you're not sure right now. Vault CA.
It'd be Vault TLS configuration is probably what you want to Google.
There we go. Thank you. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be you doing that, and then you just send me the
send you the link on the down low.
Yeah. Make it look like you know it on top of your head.
If I knew everything on top of my head that I Googled, I need to wait another 10 years of experience.
Yeah, that's not working out. Okay, so this is it actually. So we need a listener.
We have a listener block. That was one we were just looking at. So we need TLS cert file and TLS key file.
Funny enough, I didn't realize that we were already in there. Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna get rid of this. Ta-da! So I think for this one, are we gonna variabilize this path as well?
Yeah, the directory that we put it in should be variabilized. I don't know.
Yeah, this is it here. Oh, it's already done actually.
I copied
it. Yeah, probably copied it from the other one. Okay, so it will be this one, right? TLSDR?
Yep.
What's the config? Yep,
it will be live within the config directory.
Yeah. So we can just do like this.
I guess we should double check that it's being created, but yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do that. Was it double? Yeah, double. It's right here actually. TLSDR. All right, so we have TLS here, and then vault key. Also, we need to change. Are we happy with the naming? Vault CRT, vault key.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave it at that for now.
Sometimes you change them to pem.pem instead of .cert. I don't know what the file you get back from Vol, if it's a pem or a cert file. It doesn't really make any difference, as the file extensions don't actually change any way that the file is handled.
Actually, when it generates it, does it save it as a file for us based on this code? Actually, I don't know if it actually
return your JSON body, because that's a Vault command, so it will just return your JSON body.
Oh, I remember this, but 20 minutes. That was funny. So right,
that you generated last week will have expired.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to generate a new one in any case.
Yeah. So should I just generate one now so we can see?
Gen this, and then we can see what the format of that body looks like, and we can build from there.
All right.
I think it'd probably be something like dot response dot data, and then error. Beyond the expired, and the CA looks like it's expired. How long did you generate the CA for?
Everything. Yes. I think everything we ended up doing must have been not too long. All right. So this is in seconds. PKI CA. So 3,600. Actually, you know what? Wouldn't it be easier to just check it in here?
I was about to say what. Oh, so you have a root CA here, and then you're passing this to your intermediary CA. Is this root CA self-signed, or is this signed by the CA we set up the other week?
I think it's self-signed because we haven't used the one we set up the other week. So
okay, so that one's expired.
Yep, expired.
Oh, it looks like we'll have to generate a new root CA.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine then. Is that okay that way, or should we increase the time?
We can leave it as is for now. We can, while we're deving, when we get this set up in a more sensible manner, would probably want to increase the time on the root CA to be a little bit longer, so we're not constantly having to revoke all the certificates. Depending on how much sort of traffic we want this to generate will depend how long we want that CA versus kind of our risk appetite. Because the longer lived your root certificate, the shorter the time, the longer the time between having to revoke all of your certificates. Because once your root CA expires, everything under it expires.
Yeah, makes sense. So there's one tiny bit of problem because it's with Terraform. So on your project, for example, in this case, what do you change for Terraform to pick up any change?
You want it to generate a new CA. You're generating the root through Terraform. You could taint the resource.
I haven't used taint in a minute, actually. Oh, Terraform taint. Ooh, I don't have autocomplete. And then
do you know what the resource is called?
Should be. I'm trying to get it from one of these here.
You could do a Terraform state list if you wanted to pull out all the indexes in the state.
Let's do that state list. Oh, there we go. All right, so Terraform taint. Now, which one do we want?
Root sign.
Oh, the sign one.
Or mount. What? So this is creating.
Can I not taint multiple?
You can taint as many as you like.
Yeah, let's taint them all. Has been marked as taint.
Did you know there's tainted in Vault as well? It's very deep in the back end, but you can have certain paths that can be tainted.
I didn't know that.
I only found it out by breaking it unintentionally. But it's around leases. Essentially, if you have a dynamic secret engine that generates leases, and you remove the secrets engine that generates the lease before the lease is revoked, the leases remain. So then when you try and enable, if you either re-enable or create a new secret engine at that, or a connection at that path, it will say the path is tainted because there's leases already associated with it. So you have to force revoke the leases, and then you can recreate the connection.
That's actually good. But
yeah. It's annoying because there's no documentation on it. You just get an error message saying your path is tainted. Like, what on earth does this mean?
wow. I guess that's why you're the bot expert.
I ended up going and having a look around in the binary to try and find out what was going on.
So there's actually not. If I was to try and look for vault taint, there won't be anything. Let's see.
You'll get some like forum discussions. I think it's about Kubernetes engines. Unless because when I mentioned it to HashiCorp, I don't know if they've updated it. Yeah, you get these forums things, but it's not particularly clear.
I see. Yeah, hidden features. Let's see now. We have the CA certificate. Oof.
Got some new ones.
How do you even know which one is the new one here?
We probably should revoke the old ones, or if you maybe click tidy, see what happens.
Because now I have to go through all of them just to know which one is the one. Okay, so this is the new one now.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. But even if if I revoke this, will it go away? Actually,
maybe.
Okay. I think it's revoke. Nope. I mean, let's see. Refresh. Oh, it's gone.
You're using a root token. It doesn't save it.
Amazing. Let's see. There we go. Yes, I know. We should disable bash history. But it's in dev, so it's fine for now. Anyways, we got the keys that we want. So now if we were to run what am I doing? Let's do wow, it's gone. I'll just do it again. Ansible.
You do want to get rid of the old certs if you run if you hit tidy, it will remove any expired certs from the list.
Oh, I see. Hold on. Maybe I needed to make some changes here as well. Let's see. Alright, so vault set v1 PKI int issue. So with this, it should normally go for the latest one, right?
So
we don't have any roles.
I can't remember how you set this up. So are you signing with the root, or are you signing with the intermediary for the?
Let's see how we sign in. PKI. All right, so here we are. I think it was root. Where's the sign? Secret sign. Here we go. So vault mount root. So this is the backup we use. Secret back and intermediate request. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, set signed is root here. So there we go. But
so did the Terraform create the role? What's Terraform? You ran a Terraform, right?
I just remembered. I don't think we needed to worry about the role actually, because we didn't. We're not using any roles in here, as you can see. We're creating a role, but we're not actually using it anywhere. So it's not that we don't depend on the role basically. So it's not that I don't. Let me just read the error. Even I didn't read the error, to be fair. So, all right. So, labs JSON cannot satisfy request. TTL would result in not after. Oh wow, it's beyond expiration.
Yeah, it's still got the old date. It's still picking up the old CA in the.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you need to read your errors and not assume. Because I just wasted those 5 good minutes to kind of guess. All right, so
In
you said
the
we could clean it up, right?
the tide, yeah, you can tidy that or just get rid of the old cert. So if you just click go tidy, and I think you just click tidy.
Manual tidy or automatic tidy?
Yeah, do an automatic tidy. Why not?
Automatic tidy disabled. Do we want to enable it? Oof, gosh.
Yeah. Just enable it. Let it go.
Tidy the certificate store. Yeah, I guess so. Tidy revoke certificate. Yep. Why not? Tidy revoke certificate issue. Yep. Tidy this as well. Yeah. Why not? Wait, seconds. 0 maybe. I don't know.
Maybe like 30.
Okay. Let's be reasonable here. Tidy expired issuers. Yes. Tidy this as well. Yes. 30. Yeah.
The idea behind, for what we're doing, having it that short is fine, but what you essentially want is that length of time to be the length of time that your automation takes to run in the worst case scenario. So say if your automation could take 5 minutes to replace the certificates, you don't want to tidy up all the old certificates. It's before they've been replaced.
Fair. Da-da! Now we only have one.
That's not the right one.
Oh, that was funny. Actually, am I even the right one? So root CA, root PKI int certificate. Yeah, no, that's not the right one. CA, because we are a CA. Yeah. Do you see what I did there? It was for the. It was for the. Yeah, it was for the other one. Yeah, but for some reason this applied to this as well now, so I can just, it's already enabled it. I didn't have to enable it here. 30 seconds. Tidy, 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 and confirm tidy, and certificates.
Yeah, for anyone actually doing this in another setup, the way we're setting up tidying is quite aggressive because we don't have anything that relies on this at the moment. So we're going to start off aggressively, and we'll make our systems work in a way that can deal with this fast speed of tidying. If you're running this already in an environment where these are live certificates, bring your tidying in a more gentle fashion. Don't just whack it on full burn to start off with, because you could revoke things that may not be revoked that maybe should be kept for a little while longer. So just be cautious when enabling stuff like tidying, because those certificates will no longer read as valid.
Yes, what he said. Okay, so so even though it was erroring, I think he was creating them. Because look, I don't know why we have read now.
This is in the root. The
Yeah.
signing request. Is the signing request going? The Ansible signing request goes through the intermediary, not the root. So is the intermediary configured to use a valid intermediary cert? It would be configuration.
Yeah. So I don't think so. In terms of this one, we're good. I think it would be in here. We're giving it
So that's just hitting PKI root. So that's hitting the root PKI issue dev cast ops. So that should be fine.
Yep. So, but I just need to make sure I didn't go too trigger happy just now, because I think yep, I went happy on this now. Everything is gone. Revoke. Everything is gone.
That's fine.
We just have to do it again. Int. Why do I keep going to int? CA. There. Oh, sorry. I was in the wrong place again. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we still have a valid one here, which is expiring later. But what's the difference between those two? Actually, hold on. Why do we have
one's at 12. I know. Yeah, 19. They might just be different certificates if you've done 2 requests. They'll just be different keys.
Interesting. So should I get rid of one of them then?
You can do. It doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
Because those are the intermediary CAs. I guess, yeah. Give it a go. Run it again and see if it can do it. Now we've tied everything up. But I think you have a suspicion you may get the same error. I don't think we might need to reconfigure the mount rather than yeah.
Cannot satisfy request. Okay, we're getting the right date now. That is beyond the expiration of the CA certificate.
Just erase the old one. Go to the root. So in your Terraform where you configure the root mount. Type PKI.
We shouldn't have to change anything in here, right?
I'm just trying to think if we giving that. Is there a CA in that PKI engine, or has it got its own CA? Type internal.
I'm just wondering how it's going to this issue and then devcastle.com. Yeah, so we are here.
So you could try and just generate a certificate in. So this is the root P. This is the root cert.
Yeah.
Can you generate a new certificate from this? Just through the UI to see if it's doing it correctly. We don't want an issuer, you want a certificate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. And how do I do that from here? With the UI?
Oh, you need to do a CSR, I guess. So we need to create a certificate signing request and then sign it. It's been a while since I messed around with the PKI stuff.
Alright, so it's that is beyond the expiry of the CA certificate. It's 27, but where's the CA certificate? Let me quickly try and see if we can find it. So this one is gone. Yeah, where are you coming from? Jeez. No. Issue. Yeah.
Are you generating a signing request to send to Vault? Was the call you're making?
You mean here?
Yeah.
For this?
PKI issue.
True. Also, does it know that we have export? Let me just see if we even have. Yeah, I think that's not even the issue. But request URL vault devcast.root PKI in devcast. But why is the root CA beyond the expiration of the CA certificate? Could Could it also be that it's using the one that was generated on the server?
So I suspect what's happening is in the root PKI mount that you have generated, it is trying to use the old CA certificate to generate these certificates. We need to figure out how we update which CA is being picked for that. This is within Vault. It's not on the box. It'd be the configuration that's done through Terraform. You could destroy everything and recreate it, and that would fix our issue.
Yeah, okay, we could try that. But I was thinking that so this is through we're using what do you call this again? Curl command, which is within API calls, right? Direct using Ansible. So I was under the assumption that it probably then saved that. Does Ansible actually save anything?
So Ansible doesn't have any knowledge of the certificates. What the curl Ansible is trying to do is Ansible is just reaching out to Vault and saying, hey, give me a new certificate. And Vault's returning with the CA I have to give certificates out is expired. So that call is correct. Vault is throwing an error saying I don't have a CA that will give your certificate an expiry time that you've requested, essentially, because it's expired already.
Okay.
So we need to update what that CA is. So we can destroy and recreate, and that should, in theory, fix this. Or we need to figure out how we update the config of that secrets engine.
Okay.
I love how you format every time you run.
Oh, it's just so I don't have to think about it, just in case I make a change.
Have it.
So I left the command for the stream because otherwise I would have alias.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We use alias Terraform apply dash also approved to Terraform format.
I don't put auto approve usually. So it fixed the problem, by the way.
Yeah, because it's generated everything. So we could have messed around with the Terraform more and found the right bit to taint, but essentially we needed to replace that CA.
Yeah. All right. So this is all the stuff we generated for us last time as well. Begin set. So CA chain.
Okay.
What else do we need? Issue in CA. So now we need to grab all of this and put it somewhere. I mean, we only need 2 out of this, right?
We want the certificate and we want the key out of that.
Private key.
Not private key type, but private key. Yeah.
This one?
See, after certificate, there is a private key.
Yeah, so that was this, right? This part here?
Yeah, the bit there. So we want private key and certificate. And those are the bits that we'll put into files. So we need to write the files using Ansible.
Yay. I think, did we do something similar for console? Because then we could save time.
Probably.
All right, let's grab it.
I can't remember how we wrote because we would have generated the TLS certificates using the console commands and stored those in a variable. So we can reuse that code.
Because it might take us some time to even figure it out. So let me just get rid of this and this. All right. TLS main. Console. So we generate it. Oh, but then we're saying create. Ish. Yeah. And then so we could do some similar where we just grab we put everything into one file and then we just do some magic with the file itself. Grab the content of the file.
It's not creating a file though, because it's returning an object. I can't remember. Did we actually write anything to file path? I think there might be a contents. Okay.
So here we're cutting.
It's copy is what we want.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah. So
And then we end the
yeah,
content.
like that.
Yeah, but then that gives us. So how do we now tell it exactly just the part of the JSON that we want?
So if you go back to your Ansible, we can go through that and just maybe copy that whole JSON from the debug into Visual Studio Code, and then we can debug this in a little bit of an easier way. So yeah, so it'd be vault cert .json .date.
Oh, you want that? Oh, see, and this is how I'll spend extra time because I was just gonna focus on this part.
Yeah, vault cert is the variable name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so copy all of this and we can see it in full format, and then we can pick out the bits we want.
Come on, and done. Oopsie. All right. So I guess we won't be needing this for now, but we will be needing this. All right.
So yeah, now we can see the data structure. So the first level is vault cert, and then we want to do .json is the next layer.
Hold on. So we want to do copy, right?
Yeah, we want to copy.
All right, copy. Main.yaml. Load TLS into, nope.
Vault servers. I can't remember how many we have. If we just have the one at the moment, don't we?
Yeah, we only have one. Yeah. Vault. Yeah, I would just leave it at vault. And then we do have destination would be
TLS dir.
Yeah.
And you need the quotes.
In here, you need the quotes?
Because you're starting the string with the variable, you need quotes around the whole string.
And then there's TLS. Nope. Yeah, I forgot already. I named it. And then in this case, it would be the first one that we're looking at. So it would be CRT
first.
Oh, you want to do the key?
It doesn't matter which one you do first, but yeah.
All right, cool. Let's do the key first then.
Yeah, you need a slash vault key.
And then the content would then be from vault cert.
Yep. .json. And then I don't know if there's a dot. It might be .data next. It's a normal standard one of vault returns, but I'm just checking the.
I was gonna check, but it's in here.
The fancy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. .data.
JSON data.
.private key.
Okay. Data. Where's private key? There we go. Wait, this is. Oh yeah, this is outside, so it's fine.
I'd be interested if we can get away with this without having to mess around by building the 640.
640.
640, and then owner root group vault.
Owner?
Yeah.
What? Did you say root as well?
Root. Yeah, the certificate should be owned by root, but readable by vault. So group vault.
Oh, okay. Group. Yes. We don't need a when, right?
No, we don't need a when.
Wow. I'm intrigued if this is gonna work.
And do the same thing.
Right. TLS key. Okay. The other one was CRT.
Yep.
TLS.
You're not going to put cert, you're just going to put the abbreviation.
Yep, makes sense, doesn't it? CRT. And for that one, it would be certificate.
we might have to mess around with this and build the CA chain, but we can try it without. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. The other thing you can change here is the mode should be 644 instead of 640.
For this one?
Yeah. The certificate should be world readable, and it means it's easier to debug. So the key is sensitive because that's used for handshakes, but the cert is public because it's asymmetric encryption. So being able to read the cert allows you to quickly log on and check if the certificates have expired as a non-privileged user. So it means you have it reduces the number of times you need to become privileged.
Okay, so currently we only have config.htl in here. So hopefully something else will come up in here in a minute.
We should have a TLS directory. So go back to where we create that in the Ansible.
Yes, I don't think it will create itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
It won't be creating itself. So yeah, we don't have the directory being created.
We should probably do it in the other bit. We're going to get into some all sorts of funny circular dependencies here.
Yeah, because this is here we created the TLS directory.
So go back to the main Vault play that we run.
Oh, you want to create it there? All right. Just give me a second.
Or you could create it. Or you create it here.
I mean, this one, I feel like I like the way we have this one here. Everything to do with TLS should be within TLS. Because right now you want to create the folder in here, right?
I was just going to do it with that with items blocks where you're creating the Vault directories because you've got config dar and TLS there. Because this should run beforehand.
I guess just because we're being lazy.
Yeah, because we've kind of got a circular dependency at the moment because our certificate's signed by Vault. We need to configure Vault beforehand, but if we configure Vault with TLS, then we can't sign the cert.
Okay. It is Vaultier. Okay, I need to move my keyboard a bit more to this side.
So TLS the.
Oh, yeah. TLS. Let's go there. All right, so this will create that now.
Now we get to do the fun thing.
I need to uncomment it now then.
Yeah. Have you saved the changes we're making to the template?
Yes, I did. The template is saved here.
Okay. For now, in there, put back the TLS disabled because otherwise we'll break the second stage of the Ansible.
Okay.
You can leave those bits in.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter, isn't it?
So if you disable TLS.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We'll come back and remove TLS disable once we've got this. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so and the folder that's being generated here is yeah, okay, that's fine. It's owned by Vault, I guess. All right,
yeah.
Are we ready to do the test run?
Yeah, give it a test run. It might be worth at some point. It might be worthwhile splitting out or part of hardening the cert file from the key file, storing the key file within Vault's configuration directory, as that's not world traversable, so it doesn't really matter that the either file is or the certificate file is world readable. So leave the key there and then take the cert out and put that in something like /ect/cert, which would then allow you to have that as a world readable file.
Okay, we have TLS, and then we have this as well.
Okay, so go back in and just remove that TLS, ignore disable TLS block from the config, and we should be good.
Yeah, and I guess it's fine to leave everything. It actually runs really quick, so we can always run everything. Yeah, it will be in here. So disable, yes, boom. let's see if it's gonna work.
Do you notify the restart handler on that play?
Ooh. We can rerun it, and then because
you can't rerun Ansible because it's in the correct state.
wait, restart vault. Yeah, look.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, when am I telling it to do that, actually?
You should have a notify somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, because it doesn't. Yeah, we've avoided the circular dependency because you run them in. They're running the same task.
No, but wait, what do you mean? Because
So go
I'm
to
not
your
doing it anywhere here.
top level playbook that you're calling.
Yeah. So this one here.
Oh, the one that when you run Ansible playbook. Look.
Yeah. Hold on. When I run Ansible playbook, we first run vault, right?
See, but you're running both the roles in the same play.
Oh,
All the
okay.
handlers happen at the end of the play they're called in.
Oh, not at the end of the tasks.
Not at the end of the role, they hand at the end of the play. So that's why your restart vault happened at the end after the TLS certificate stuff been done.
I don't mind that because it works to our advantage now.
Yeah, we could have. I mean, we didn't have to put that disabled TLS back in. We could have just run it first off. But do you want to see if it's working? Vault should now have a padlock.
I haven't. It shouldn't really.
There you go. That's a good error.
Yeah. HTTPS. You want to have a padlock because I haven't installed it.
But it works.
Yep, it works. So I just need to install it.
You haven't installed the CA, it doesn't mean.
Yeah. Wait, I can just grab the CA from here,
right? You have it and maybe copy it out of the JSON that you've already got in VS, which is a little bit easier to read.
This one issues here, so you can just.
You might have some issue with some new line characters in there, but sure, give it a go.
It should be fine like this, right?
Famous lost words.
Should be fine. Don't worry. Oh.
Yeah. Find and replace /n with /n.
/n. Oh, 28. Replace with /n.
You need to select regex on the first one.
It will be
and
this.
then do, I think, /n.
Yeah, let's do like this, //. Yeah, but now we get 2 only. No, it can't be. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So now let's just try 1 first. Yay, it worked. Let's go. There we go.
When at the client side, we constantly get certificates formatted wrongly, and because we use Windows as well, it puts /r as well as /n at the end of them. So you then upload them to a Linux server, and it goes, "Oh, I don't know what to do." Yeah, so constantly messing around and stuff like this to reformat certificates.
That's why you know already what to do.
Yeah.
Is this a PEM file then, right? Or a key?
PEM is not a key. It's a PEM or a cert, depending on who you ask. But it's a key. Keys are universally called the same thing, but I don't really. There may be a difference between PEM and cert files, but they seem to be used fairly interchangeably.
Okay. All right, so we're about to install it. All right, and we have root. So I do not remember. It's here. Import items, maybe. Where did I even save this thing? Oh dear.
Did you save it?
I did save it. Just can't remember where. Oh, it's an Ansible law. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Just need to remember where. Oh there. I can't get there from here, so How do I
The
do that?
difference between cert and PEM files.
Oh, what's the difference?
So all cert files are PEM files, but not all PEM files are cert files. A cert file contains a single certificate, where a PEM file can contain multiple certificates.
Let's see.
So you can call. So a cert file is a PEM file with just one cert in it. So you can call anything any certificate file a PEM file and be correct. But if you call the other ones a cert file, you're wrong.
Hold on. I think I just give me a second. I just
You're putting your certificates in the wrong place.
nah. Devcast Ops Intermediate. I can't even tell which one it is. Oh, this one. Alright, I need to trust it first, I think. Always trust. It's always a good thing to do. Remember to trust. Alright, nice. It has a plus and it shouldn't be dangerous anymore. Still is. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. HTTPS. Yay! There we go.
We got our padlock.
Oh my goodness, it didn't take us that long at all.
Nearly on time. I think gone too quick. You should have thrown in some more errors.
Okay, so let's just go back in here. Oh, that's perfect. We're good. So next week we won't have to do the same thing again. Yeah, remember this.
Yeah, we should set up like an admin policy, and then we can just for the stream we can create a token with the admin policy using the root token. So just create a policy that essentially is root for us just to play around, and then because it's not a root token, it stays cached in the browser.
Yep. And guess what? This set won't last as long as well.
That's fine. We should figure out why because we need to regen the CA.
Yep.
We should work out how to do that more efficiently. But
I thought we wanted to increase I think the last when me and James talked, we were saying that we should put this CA as 10 years or something. I can't remember. One of them was supposed to be 10 years. Don't quote me on that.
That would probably be the CA. So kind of the higher up the tree, the longer the life. So if your CA is every 10 years, you'll have to refresh everything under it once every 10 years. And the idea is you have a fairly long-lived CA that is very hard to get to.
Yeah.
And then you have intermediaries, which are shorter-lived, that can write certificates that are even short-lived. So you might have your CA be around for 5 years, your intermediaries be valid for 3 months, and then the certificates they write be valid for a week or something like that. You can, as the process of writing the certificates at the bottom is automated, you could, in theory, run that down even shorter. But the more certificates you generate, the more stress you're putting on Vault. So there's a balance between how secure you want to be versus the performance implications of that. Because once you scale this up to really large instances, once you start revoking certificates, if you revoke a lot of certificates at once, and I'm talking about probably thousands or tens of thousands of certificates in one go, you can break Vault because the revocation certificates live within a single entry in the database. And if the size of that entry exceeds the max size that an entry can be within the database, it will fail to write that entry. So it will just fail to revoke or have those revocations. So there is a balance. For what we're doing, we'll never hit that limit. But if you're running sort of a large organization, it's something you do actually have to care about with these certs.
That's good. I don't know much about certs, so I'm still learning. I barely understand the basics now. Just need to learn how to read the cert files properly. As in once, because sometimes they ask you for the bundle. I mean, certain things ask you for bundle. I can't remember what. I think when I was working with Backstage, I needed to set up cert for something, and there I needed to do bundle CA, and I was like, what?
A bundle is normally the certificate, bundled together with essentially the CA change. So if you go back to the JSON that you had from the answer request, unless you've deleted that already.
So I was tidying up, but we still have it in here, I think. Yeah,
it's a bit messy, but in the top block of this there's a CA chain.
Yeah.
So that's normally what's in a CA in a bundle.pem. So it'll be the certificate that is valid for the site. It would be the intermediary that signed it, and then the root that signed the intermediary. So you have the whole chain of trust that's in there because you put because you put the intermediary CA into your trusted certificates, your trusted CAs. You didn't need this. If we wanted to, instead of using the intermediary as a trusted CA, if you wanted to have the root CA as your trusted CA, we would need to give Vault the bundle. So it has the certificates it's using, the intermediary as well, and the root. So you have that whole chain so you can see, you can trace back. So that's what's in the bundles.pem, and then the keys are always kept separate because you will only have the key, or you should only ever have the key for the certificate that you're presenting as the final point, because that's used for the encryption. It should only be, you shouldn't be using a higher level key for your encryption bits, and that's why we have them as different things. I don't know if you want to do a quick bit of tidying up of the directories and make it a little bit cleaner so we can do debugging easier.
Okay, so what do you want to do? I was about to actually use this to generate the cert file locally, so that when we run it next time in it again, I'll have the cert file generated for me to just grab from here.
Yeah.
Again.
The other thing that might be nice to do is for the cert change to destination of the cert file to be somewhere where it's world readable within the box. So if we ever need to debug it, it's easier to do.
You mean this one, right?
Yeah. So it might be worth variabilizing that entirely and putting it as sort of a top level variable and have it as TLS cert the dest. Have it something like /etc/cert/ vault.crt, I think we're using.
Cert's all cert.
So.
Oh, I mean, does that even exist already?
Yeah, we can have a look, see if it does.
CD. Nope.
I guess create that directory then.
Yeah. Okay, so vault d -d exists, but no certs. Okay, so we'll have certs just in case, and then we want vault, right?
Vault.crt.
So that's the one then. Okay, CRT, and then we want.
Above that, you want.
Should I put that in the above row actually, where we're creating the folders?
Yes, we should probably change TLS dir to. It needs to be different permissions. So.
Okay. So this one. Oopsie.
So we can't do it in there. We should probably change the TLS dir variable to key dir because it's only for keys.
Yeah, just give me a second. Sets. And then this one would be TLS key. Dear key.
Or key dir. I'd maybe just do a find and replace it in all locations within that folder.
Yeah, what was it called before?
TLS dir.
Let's replace it in here. Find. Haha. TLS dir. Alright, and then we want to replace it with this. So this has that here, this has that here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm happy with that. So let's replace. Yeah. Done.
Okay. and then fine. On the where we're writing the certificates, we now write them to you got X TLS there? Or if you write them to TLS cert you need to rename your TLS dir in there to TLS key dir.
Oh, this one,
Yeah.
Config dir, so that's that, and then TLS key there, and then this one is fine the way it is.
Yeah, but we want to go to the template for the service, or the config rather. Replace TLS cert file with that variable.
TLS set file. No, yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
What is that what we call it?
Or TLS cert dest rather, yeah.
I don't know why it gave me that suggestion.
And
actually, we won't be needing this anymore.
Yeah, don't need that.
And then this one still remains the same.
Yeah, for where you create the directory, can we create it in a separate place? And these are the separate set of permissions.
Which one of them? Actually, I don't think I've created the latest one. I haven't created the directory for this one.
Yeah, so we create that directory
in here. So actually no, I have already added it in here.
But that's got the wrong permissions because that's owned by Vault. We want this to be owned by root and world readable by everyone and traversable.
But then that's just a folder, right?
So do you know how folders work? So if I put a file,
it would inherit the permissions, right? I mean, the certs will inherit the permissions from the folder.
They don't necessarily inherit the permissions from the folder. It's called traversability. So your user can traverse through directories based on the permissions of those directories. So your execute permission for a file is a traversal permission for a directory. So one, in this case, would be traversal. So you can traverse through that directory to get to other directories if your user has traversal access. So currently those directories have 0 as their last bit. So they're not traversable by a user that's not in those groups.
See, all right, then let's do, let's create the vault vault dest.
Create a certs dest because it could be common for services on there.
Create what? Sorry.
You could create a certs directory.
Create cert dir. We don't need with item. We could just use.
Just give it the raw path.
Actually, it should be. You know what? Forgetful. So it would be this one.
It will just. You can potentially make it a variable if you want, but.
Nah, it's fine. I'll just grab it like this.
And you don't want a trailing slash.
Okay. Do we even need? Yeah, we don't.
You don't need the quotes.
Yeah. So state directory, and then
remove the with items block and own a root group root. Yes, as well. You probably could leave those out because this is running as root user.
Mode
751, I think, would be enough. So 751.
75. Oh wow, I missed the 5. All right, That should be fine. So now we're creating the cert directory, and then
we just need to change that last one to be the TLS cert location or whatever we called it.
you mean this? All right.
Yeah, TLS cert test, I think was the variable.
Yeah. I hope I oopsie. Yeah, my copy and paste. It's amazing. All right. And then also I want to generate for the local one. When you can it copy local as well?
Yes, it will run on the host. I think it's just called run locally is the flag in Ansible. Because you can run any play on the hosts that you're using for the Ansible run.
Or I know what to do actually. Or I could just grab it like this as well. That also works. If I don't want to save it on here.
Let me check. There's a way to run task locally.
That it will save it locally. I think didn't we have that somewhere here as well?
Delegate to, and you can get it to delegate to localhost.
Delegate.
Yeah.
Card and run one register as client. So we just oh no this this never saves it locally. Okay, yeah, this is useless. We don't need this anymore. What is the command called?
You just put delegate to under at the same level as copy in the task.
_2?
Yeah. And then just put localhost.
Oh, where do I give it the destination? I mean, I give it here, right? But
yeah, right. It's that. Try and write that path in your system.
Let's see. I would just say I want it in here. Let's see.
You don't need the quotes, and your delegate to is at the wrong level of tabbing. It should be the same level as copy.
So this would be the certificate that I want as well.
Was it in signing CA? I think was the one you had.
Save. No. Wait. I took.
Or issuing CA. Yeah, there you go. Issuing CA.
Yeah. There we go. Do I really want to care about owner and all of that? Should be normal.
Yeah, you don't care about those. You probably want to put become no in this task as well.
What?
Become false as well as delegate to localhost afterward. Yeah, because otherwise it would try and su to root on your Mac, which I don't think it has the password for.
Become false.
Yeah.
Wait, was it become? Yeah, become, yeah.
And that way it will just write it as your user instead of doing it as sudo as root.
Do you want to try this?
Yeah, give it a go. If it breaks, we can come back and fix it next week.
Nah, because I think the certs will expire in a minute, so I'm not sure if it will work. But let's see.
At this point, it's just tidying up. So if it doesn't work because the cert's a bit expired, we can destroy the Terraform, rerun it, and
yeah, civil labor. Okay, let's see. Fingers crossed. Zip vault. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Failed.
Oh,
There
I
you
know
go.
why that is. Can you figure it out?
Generates. Yeah, that makes sense. It's now HTTPS. Oh well.
Good old circular dependencies.
Yeah. Wait, that means we can never run this in one go then.
This isn't the smartest way to do certificates.
Yeah. Oh, generate set from vault. Unable to get local issuer certificate redirect faults. Yeah. Certificate verify.
So it failed to verify the SSL. So you'd need to get Ansible to trust that certificate or not worry about SSL verification.
I think there was a command for verify false or something like that.
If you know the flag, do you want to put it in quickly?
I actually did that somewhere. I just can't remember where I was doing that. Yes, I do remember the flag, which was cat. Ansible. Yeah, so no, I don't have it. Strictly host key checking. Oh yeah, no, that's not it. That's not what I had issues with.
I think we should probably leave this to next week because it will take a little while and we're 10 minutes over. So
And I'm hungry.
you're always hungry.
Yeah. I'm still growing. Anyways, yeah, thank you for joining us today. We managed to get the padlock. We also managed to almost complete the tidying up as well. Until next
We
time.
completed the tidying up. We just now have the problem that your Ansible code does not trust Vault, which is to say we just need to get it to do the CAs or stop it checking, one of the two. But anyway, thank you for watching, and we will catch you all next week.
Bye-bye.